What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to teach you guys the Masterscoot, which is one of my favorite tricking swing setups of all time, mainly because it's very easy to do once you got the momentum thing down, and it is equally one of the most powerful setups, comparable to touchdown rise if done correctly. So I'm going to teach you guys how you can learn the Masterscoot and also how I learned the Masterscoot and some things that might help you along the way in this journey of making it better, making it usable, etc, etc, etc. So let's just get into it. The only prerequisites you need are scoot. Obviously, you need a scoot to be able to Masterscoot, and preferably a MACACO and a back handspring. If you can understand and do MACACO and back handspring, then you understand how to get momentum for the Masterscoot because they are more similar than you actually think. Let's start with the easy way to learn the move. How do we first learn the Masterscoot? Well, a Masterscoot is as simple as just doing a two-handed scoot. So if you want the easy way to learn the Masterscoot, all you have to do is do a scoot and then put your second hand down and voila, you have a Masterscoot. But the problem is you're not going to get the right kind of momentum that way, especially if you're not using your scoot correctly. So while that is a Masterscoot, it is a very easy move to get, a much harder move to master. Once you got it down. So the second way to learn a Masterscoot, and this is how I made my scoot better, how I got the Masterscoot, how it made sense to me, and how you can kind of use it to your advantage. When I learned Masterscoot, I tried to think of it as a back handspring, because a back handspring is very similar to the motion. Trying to do a Masterscoot in the same way as you're doing a back handspring will actually help you in a lot of ways. The reason being is that there is one core principle to back handspring. If you ask gymnasts, if you ask tumblers, etc., they are going to tell you that when you're doing a back handspring, you're supposed to think about sitting in a chair and pretend almost as if you're falling, waiting for the very last second before you actually jump into a back handspring. And the reason for this is that you actually get the right momentum this way. You're allowing gravity to do a lot of the work to get you into the move instead of forcing yourself into the move. And this is exactly how you want to do your Masterscoot. You're supposed to pretend as if you're falling to the very last second and then let the pulling momentum of gravity pull you into the move, add a little momentum onto that, and you're going to get a lot of momentum coming out of that. So how do we actually do this? Well, when I started off, I did basically one-legged back handsprings. This is going to be actually very hard unless you're very comfortable with your back handspring to just take that foot off and then pretend like you're doing a one-legged squat and jumping into a one-legged back handspring. If you're very comfortable with back handspring, I would recommend doing this way. If you're not, it's okay because you can still kind of do it to the side. Similarly, like I said, one of the prerequisites for this move is MACACO. The reason being is because the hand placement is actually very similar to Masterscoot, but it gives you the same momentum as back handspring. So if you don't know what a MACACO is, it's basically like a backwards cartwheel or a back handspring, kind of placing your hand down slowly one at a time. I'll show some examples here, but this is not a MACACO tutorial. Just understanding this movement will help you a lot. So you have the Masterscoot down, you want to make it better, obviously. You want to add that falling momentum into your Masterscoot. That's how you get the right momentum coming out. You have to pretend as if you're falling, and the easiest way to do this is to remove your second leg, to remove a base or stable part of support or whatever, so you can actually fall into the movement. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it works, trust. So essentially you are going to take your back leg, lift it up, and let it go next to your other leg, almost as if you're doing a wrap move, but instead you're just gonna fall into your scoot. I'd also recommend you warm up your wrists before doing this because there will be a lot of impact on your wrists. But like I said, from this position, pretend as if you were falling into a chair, slowly falling forward, and then at the very last second, just jump a little bit into your Masterscoot or your scoot, whichever is a little more comfortable. Eventually you do want to end up putting two hands down. And this is essentially how you get the right momentum. Once you are used to this, you can put that second foot back down because now you understand how to get the grasp of the momentum. You can allow that foot to help you get a little more power and juice into the movement. If you still aren't quite understanding it, Another thing that will help you is palm kick into Masterscoot. If you don't know what a palm kick is, it's basically like an illusion kick mixed with a cartwheel, but doing this into Masterscoot allows you to get the right momentum, get the falling momentum, and it's easily one of the most powerful setups out there. So palm kick, Masterscoot. You can do it with or without that back foot down, but it'll allow you to pull straight into the Masterscoot, get the right kind of swing momentum, and you'll feel it instantly how it's different than a normal scoot. What I want you guys to try is, instead of going into your scoot like you're going into it forwards, you want to try and go into your scoot backwards, because this is more of an actual backwards movement than it is a forwards movement. That's basically how you learn a Masterscoot, how you get things out of it. Just remember, Masterscoot is, yes, a two-handed scoot, but it's very different in the sense that you should feel like you're going into the scoot movement backwards. You should feel like you're falling into the motion that allows you to gain power, and you should end your Masterscoot coming out with your chest up. That's how you swing. If you stare at the ground when you come out of your Masterscoot, you're not gonna get any momentum out of it. That's pretty much it for me today. Hopefully this tutorial helped you. I might have left some stuff out because I was kind of in a rush, but if I did, I will just make an updated tutorial later. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And if you like this video, please do like and subscribe, because I will be making more videos in the future, tricking tutorials and stuff like that. Anyways, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys later. Peace.